Welcome to a delayed, in transit, Thursday edition of Morning Scone, presented by Brock, the Batteries Orthopedic Clinic, HutcoRoofing.com, and RestoredMotions.com. As you can see, I was the guest at the Sunrise Rotary Club this morning. I appreciate the fellas and the folks and the ladies and the gents over at Sunrise or Sunshine? Sunrise Rotary. They're at the Bocage Racket Club this morning. Great group, nice breakfast, coffee, fellowship, and talked about the Tigers. So appreciate the invite to those. So that's why I'm a little late this morning, a little later than usual. And now I'm in transit, heading over to Traction, get a workout in, and then onward with the day here on a Thursday, cold Thursday in Baton Rouge. Tigers and Blazers from Tiger Stadium Senior Day this weekend at Tiger Stadium. Also see there in the description that the Saints sticking with Andy Dalton. So I actually like it because I still maintain there is an inevitability that we see Jameis again this year. And every week you wait to put him back out there, he's a week healthier. So you'll get to see him closer to whatever his healthy status may be. But Saints are we're a 4.5-point favorite in the game over the Rams this weekend, and that line has come down since it looks like Matthew Stafford's going to play. Trivia Carter, good morning. Samuel Smith, head to CFP, mentioned how hard they look at teams improving throughout the year. Does that bode well? Also, is Jaquelin Roy leaving? So does it bode well for LSU? I don't know. LSU needs to beat Georgia. LSU needs to beat Georgia. Probably needs some help. So I'll maintain that. The committee's going to do whatever it wants. What the chairman of the committee says on the third week of the playoffs will hold no weight whatsoever when the final rankings come out. And that may sound cynical, but it's just, we've seen it before. Whatever they need to say to make sense of their rankings that week, they'll do. And as a reminder, the premise for the committee is every week they start over. So the rankings this week, they essentially throw them into the trash and then start over next week. It's not like, okay, here's what we got. Now, what do we adjust? Even though it's what we all see that they do anyway. Jaquelin Roy have a decision to make. Remember, so Jaquelin Roy is not participating in Senior Day because he's not a senior. He's only a junior, third year. So if they get Jaquelin Roy and Jacoby and Guillory back, Mekhi Wingo will be back as a junior, and Mason Smith off of injury. And remember, you haven't had Quincy Wiggins this year. Quincy Wiggins was hurt. I want to say it was a foot injury. I need to go check to make sure I'm right on that. But anyway, sorry. So your defensive line next year will be really good. We do not know on Jaquelin Roy yet. He'll have a decision to make, but that'll be interesting. So let's see. Red light. Pat Usman, what's up? Eric Wilderotter, has our defense ascended to the point where we should be worried about retaining House? This year, I don't think so. I don't know. Okay, it depends what jobs are open. Realistically, I don't think after 1 year at LSU, Matt House is going to be a candidate for major Power 5 openings. I think it's probably a situation where they build upon this year, next year, LSU continues to remain sort of in the national spotlight, and that's how coordinators get on people's radars. So year one, probably not. Um, Looking ahead will be interesting. Um, House's son is a senior at Dunham. He's the quarterback, and he's going to play. Who's he going to play next year? Maybe like Eastern Kentucky or something like that. He's going to Matt House's son's a lefty. He's a quarterback at Dunham. He's going to play college next year. So, but they have younger kids as well. The Houses do. So their son is their oldest. So sometimes family can keep you planted in a spot a little bit longer. So anyway, all right, coming up on a red light here, I'll be able to look down and say hello. But I will also tell you what I say often with respect to coaches. You want your coaches to be coveted. If you have a good head coach, um, you have a good head coach that's good at hiring and identifying coaching talent, then you don't worry about that. You want good coaches. Don Juan Jose, what's up? Hopefully Jaden will stay. That'd be awesome. Yes, Brady Smith, flock up. Trey Murphy, back to back. Pelly's won both of the back to back. Double digits took care of Memphis and the Bulls. Great to see. Onward and upward. Larry Garner, Hunter Broadhead, Cliff Nelson. Good morning. Weston Weaver, I was about to send out a search party. LOL. Joseph Feltwell said yesterday you disagree with coach not wanting the Saints job. With a coach not wanting the Saints job. How long does a new coach have to start winning before we win them out like DA? I understand the question. I would also tell you that's why, well, two things. Number one, um, that's why you don't fire him midseason. You're not going to fire a coach, 10 games into his tenure, unless if you have an Urban Meyer situation, right, where the situation is toxic. There's off the field issues, which happened with Herb and Jacksonville and all that stuff. That's not the case with Dennis Allen. He's just in over his head. And the other thing I said that was one, two, is look at the situations. Dennis Allen inherited a team that was, he was the replacement for the legendary coach. He inherited a team that had gone 9-8 the year before, winning record, just missed out on the playoffs. That was getting Michael Thomas back healthy. I know he's been injured this year. That added Jarvis and Tyron and Marcus May in free agency and traded up to draft Chris Olave. Their decision. So I guess my point is Dennis Allen inherited a really good situation. Whoever would be, let's say hypothetically, if they do fire Dennis Allen this year, whoever would be taking over is inheriting a considerably less desirable situation. So clearly you would give them more of a leash to build it back up. Makes sense? Good question, though. Ronnie Duke, good morning. Chance Babbitt. Brian Kelly is great at hiring coaches and mentoring coaches. He has certainly shown that ability on the defensive side, absolutely. I mean, not to say, he's an offensive-minded coach, and he and Denbrock are really smart offensive coaches. I'm more looking at, if the head coach is going to be involved in the offensive side, and your defense is kind of like, your DC is kind of like the head coach of the defense. We've ran through that list before from, his DCs at Notre Dame, from Bob Diaco, who became the head coach at UConn, Mike Elko, who left Notre Dame for A&M, is now the head coach at Duke, having a great year. Marcus Freeman is now the head coach at Notre Dame. He's done a great job identifying great defensive coaching talent. Wendell Norman, Evan Wilkinson, do you think there may be a chance they're ensuring Jameis stays healthy so they could possibly trade him in the offseason? No, they will not be trading Jameis Winston. I'm going to say, y'all, people say all the time or ask all the time, hey, you should trade this guy. Ask yourself this question. If you were another team, would you trade for Jameis Winston? You always, like, every fan that asks me that question, usually You're looking for a trade because you want to unload a negative asset. You're like, let's trade Michael Thomas. Okay, if you were another team, would you trade for Michael Thomas? Of course not. He's got a horrible contract and he's always hurt. Why would you trade for him? Same with Jameis. Jameis is 3 years in New Orleans. He sat behind Breeze, was the starter last year, had a pretty good start to the season, tore his ACL. Started the season this year, broke a back, tore a tendon in his foot, and how healthy is he? Nobody's trading for Jameis Winston. You know, if the Saints don't want him, if I'm another team, I'm saying, all right, well, if the Saints don't want him, I'll just wait for them to cut him, and then I'll sign him as a free agent. Jesus, what are you doing? Anyway. Kelly Gross, good morning. Jared Esprit, you remind me of Brian Kelly. Very honest no matter what. Okay. Hey, Dad, good morning. What's going on? Jonathan Martin, good morning. All right, approaching traction right now. I'm going to go get a workout in. Jonathan Martin, good morning. So, excited for a good day, y'all. Excited for a good day. Going to get a workout in. LSU Daily's already live, so if you need some LSU news, notes, tidbits, info, it's all there for you via podcast. LSU Daily on your favorite podcast app. So, gonna go get a workout in and head to Guarantee. Got a Zoom with St. Lillian coming up at 11. Then show prep. Good day today, man. RC, Fantasy Blitz, Paul Nolan from freewinners.net. Let's get some winners, cash some tickets. I guess I'm going to park there. I'll go over here. Attraction. Mike Triplet today. Some good stuff, man. Good stuff today on AFR after further review. So we'll look forward to seeing y'all then. All right, we're here. We're at Traction. There it is. There's Traction. We're there. Let's go get a workout in. Again, shout out to the Rotary Club for having me this morning as their guest. Enjoyed it thoroughly. And it will be the Sunrise Rotary. And wish you all an awesome day. So, YouTube, smash that like button. As always, brought to you by Brock, the Banner Orthopedic Clinic. Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. Speaking of Brock, Traction PT is a subsidiary of Brock as well. And Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. Restored Motions, RestoredMotions.com. Y'all have a magnificent day. And we'll see you for AFR3. Peace.